Hey, I'm Chris Cuomo. It is Monday. We're live, and we're here on the border in El Paso, Texas. This is one of the famous or infamous gates where we've seen scenes of people pouring through all of the hordes of migrants that have become such a frightful image on our televisions and our computer screens all over. We saw what it was. The director will show you what kinds of groups and crowds we had seen that was making everybody so worried about what will happen when Title 42, the emergency measure that the Trump administration executed to allow people during COVID to be restricted from here for not being vaccinated, not being able to show whether or not they'd had coronavirus, and then it was going to end, and what would happen. And we saw all of these massive things, and you heard all the politics about how there was going to be an invasion, and now there's literally almost no one here. And for you, the absence of people should be more frightening than seeing the big groups. Because when you see big groups, that means you know where migrants are, migrants whose identities they don't know, whose criminal backgrounds they don't know, whose intentions they don't know. So when they're not here, the question becomes obvious. Where are they? We're hearing the numbers, 10,000 a day, 10,000 a day, and those are very scary numbers, and I'll put them into context for you. We've never seen anything like it. But what we're not hearing is, well, what did they do with them? Are they all in custody? That can't be true because they don't have the capacity. So the answer becomes more and more likely to be that they've been quickly processed, given court dates in many cases, not all, and then sent out into the country. So they're not here. But the question is, are they somewhere near where you live? And not to create a boogeyman where we just released monsters into your midst, but it is the unknown that can carry danger. And if you look at our drone footage from today in Brownsville, which is another hot spot here where people are waiting, you'll see encampments of people waiting and watching. Why? Because there's strategy here, okay? People have plans. Very often they pay cartel-oriented and cartel-affiliated coyotes and fixers and smugglers who are making strategic decisions, who on the Mexican side are often working with officials to figure out when should they come, what's going to happen. So the media made a big mistake taking a pass on this because we don't have the spectacle of massive crowds, okay? Because the absence should be more frightening because we need to know the answer of where they are. And it really is an indication of how broken this system is. And you have to remember, we do this to ourselves, okay? This border is not secure because that's the way the people in power prefer it. Right and left are wholly unreasonable on this issue. The right couldn't wait for the hordes to come through. And then when they didn't, we have our president laughing. Ha, ha, ha. It's not as bad as you expected. Really, with record numbers being processed and released into America. It's no laughing matter, but if it is a joke, the joke is on us. Because the people in power are allowing this to continue. They know CBP is overwhelmed. Here's how we know that they know, okay? In 2019, the man in charge of protecting us in this situation was Secretary Jay Johnson. Remember him? During the Obama administration. Here's what he had to say about what frightened him in terms of overwhelming the system.
My staff will tell you if it was under 1,000 apprehensions the day before, that was a relatively good number. And if it was above 1,000, it was a relatively bad number, and I was going to be in a bad mood the whole day. I know that 1,000 overwhelms the system. I cannot begin to imagine what 4,000 a day looks like. So we are truly in a crisis.
So it was a crisis at 1,000 looking at 4,000. But it's not a crisis now. Why? Because language matters. And this is about politics of fear and resisting politics of fear. That's why I can't get ride-alongs with CBP. And I can't get the access to them I usually get when I'm covering the border. Why? Because the administration doesn't want too many images of what the reality is here. Because they're trying to control the perception as much as the reality. But if in 2019, the idea of that's overwhelming. 4,000, I couldn't imagine it. They've been doing 10,000 a day here with the same setup. So what does that tell you? Of course it's a crisis. Of course it can be fixed. But it is so demonstrably true that this problem works better for politicians than any solution. It works better for Senator Ted Cruz to show up in Brownsville and say, this is a travesty, it's going to be even worse, and then take off. It works better for the left to say, look, Wasn't so bad. Look how nice it is behind Cuomo. What else do you want? They're gone. Yeah, but where are they? And what about the next batch that are waiting that we just showed you in Brownsville? It's not about creating a boogeyman. It's not about who these people are, except to the extent that you can identify their intentions and their identities. It's how they come across. And everybody knows that that's the problem. Now, tonight I want to focus on the part of the story that you never get to hear about, okay? The migrants, we know their pain, and you have them coming from new places, and we have babies making babies along the way, and you'll see them tonight. And it is heartbreaking, there's no question. And these people need help, and they came to America looking for it. And we hear about the Border Patrol being overwhelmed and how we need rule changes, and they need different resources, and we need physical barriers, technological protection, and of course, manpower, processing speed, all the things they've said a million times. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.